So you're starting first, right?
Let's get it. Yeah, we live, yo. Look at y'all heard that. Who's starting first? Huh? Just kidding. Yo, what's up? It's your host, one of your hosts, Z Give in the Takeover Lounge. You already know what's up. And I got Daniela with me, the one and only. Today we got a special
Hello.
guest. It's a special interview. It's Tuesday night, not our normal routine or schedule, but we had to make the exception because the man that's in here today is probably a legend. It is a legend in the Arizona hip hop scene. So we got Cash Lansky up in here. Before we do get into the interview, we're gonna play his newest song, "Everything Is Everything," featuring Just Dorian. Let's get it.
Just like that.
Southwest Lansky, man. Peep the Leatherman, nobody better than. I got the medicine, he's so ahead of them. He feeling blessed when you stand next to him, supplying order. It's always sunny when you buy the porter. Pack whips and take trips instead of playing corners. Money make people act funny, now do you love me? Tonight we gon' toast to the light. Grab the bubbly, all praises to the most high. I'm trying to get high, trying to get closer to God and understanding my why. You can still stand on your principle and swallow your pride. Disrespecting any fashion, we ain't letting shit slide. And only the strong survive, need the truth to prevail. Think it's all in your mind if you live for heaven or hell. Stay away from that sale, trying to lock up your body. Bounce back from that L, better version of Bobby. In my lane I'll remain, staying true to the game. Mindset kinda different, I learned to block out the pain.
I got my
Let's
thinking
go.
cap on, a diamond back on the front. Trying to get closer to God, I'm about to fly the sun. You don't like it, they love me, they got you feeling away. Only thing I'm gonna say, that it's probably never gonna change. I said everything is everything, yeah. Put that on my seeds and my wet and brain, yeah. I said everything is everything. I give you my all, give you my everything, yeah.
Wake up in the morning like, yo, with a chorizo. I'ma give you food for the soul, but starve your ego. It's automatic. I promise you don't want no static. See, we causing havoc. And if he asks for it, you let him have it. Talking crazy might get you killed. Got my jetpack, I'm headed to the moon with Till. Got a queen, if I didn't, probably fuck like Will. No, I'm lying, I'll be chilling like a villain in silk. Got a heart made that gold, but my sympathy is empty. The love that I get, the type to make these niggas envy. No, not the DJ, copping shit off of East Bay. Got up in a strong last stretch of the relay. Jumbo trying to replay, stay away from you cheapskates. And nothing comes to a man that sits and waits. Yeah, word,
I got my thinking cap on, a diamond back on the front. Trying to get closer to God, I'm about to fly the sun. You don't like it, they love me, they got you feeling away. Only thing I'm gonna say, that it's probably never gonna change. I said everything is everything, yeah. Put that on my seeds and my wet and brain, yeah. I said everything is everything. I give you my all, give you my everything, yeah. Something's happening here. And Lansky's got it cracking in here. Whoa, whoa, said something's happening here. That man just got it slapping in here.
Oh man, we in there. That's the bop right there. That's how we rock it.
What up?
What up? Southwest Cash Lansky up in here. You already know what's up.
Yeah, what's up, man? How you doing, Daniela? How are you guys?
Man,
Good.
we
How are you?
doing good.
We hanging out today.
That's what's up. We in the lounge with Cash Lansky. Yo, before we get started, man, I want to know the inspiration behind that song. I mean, really relevant topics you're talking about, revisiting. So I want to know what that was about. What the
It was just how I was feeling at the moment. It was kind of crazy because Show Enough or Just Dorian sent me the beat, and I just kind of wrote to it. I wrote the verses. I didn't even have the chorus to it. I just kind of wrote the verse to it, and I sent it back to him, and he laced that shit, and it was just kind of crazy, like how it just came together, like for real, bro. He sent it to me, and I was like, holy shit, he matched it so perfect.
That's what's up.
So it was super dope. It just kind of came together like that. It wasn't really no intentions. I was just writing to the beat, just you know, that's my thing. Like I try to write to whatever the beat tells me to say more than what I'm trying to say.
That's what's up. That's how you got to go about it. You got to go with the feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, like I see people that do these songs and they kind of go against the grain of the beat and it just doesn't fit well. So it's
right.
It's hard because like there's a message in there, but it just doesn't go with the beat. So
exactly. You know, that's one of the things I like about listening to Cash is that there's substance to the music. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
it's not nothingness.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. But that's one thing like I want to be big on is just having something that you can take away from my music. Like I always say my music is for after you get out of the club scene. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel that.
Once you turned up and had all your fun, like my music fits right in there. That's the pocket.
What's up. That's the little niche right there. I like that. The after club music that you gotta play because you know your ears be ringing and you be like, oh, I need something to chill. So that's what's up.
Sure.
So, yo, Cash, where are you originally from, man?
So I was born Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I left there in '91. I moved to Alaska, Anchorage. So.
Alaska. This dude said, "What's in Alaska?"
Everything, man. I love Alaska, bro. If it wasn't so far, I'd be right there right now.
No shade to Alaskans out there. You know what I'm saying? I've never been out there.
Yo, Alaska's live, bro. A lot of people sleep on it because they think it's just so cold, but it's not like that at all. It's just like it's like it's almost like a bigger version of Tucson in a sense.
That's what's up.
Just get a bunch of snow, and then I came down here 1999.
Oh dang! Okay, so I was just being thought of at that moment. You know what I'm saying? I was born in 2000. But that's what's up. So
you was born in 2000?
I was born in 2000.
Fuck, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. I was a sophomore in high school.
Okay, that's what's up. What high school did you go to?
Rincon.
Rincon. All right. Shout out Rangers. You know Rangers.
Yeah.
So what brought you to Tucson?
My mom had real bad like arthritis, so the cold was messing with her bones. So she just picked the fucking hottest place on earth. Yeah, that was crazy. We didn't know nobody down here. Nothing, bro. Nothing at all.
Like that.
And, yeah, it was just like she met somebody in Alaska and they would just pump their head full of Tucson. It's hot. It's this, it's that. And we just hop on the bro for real. Literally, I swear, probably like 2 months after this person told her about it, she hopped on the plane, came down here, got us up there, got established, moved us, and I moved right out. How familiar are you with Tucson?
Very familiar.
Oh, so I moved right into 29th and Swan. Like,
okay.
So we went right. It was crazy because my mom was trying to get us away from this shit, but she moved us right back into this shit. Yeah. So I got to learn Tucson fast living at Freedom Park for sure.
Oh, definitely. That's what's up, man. So shout out Moms, man. Moving Cash out here to Tucson.
For sure. Shout out Moms, man. I love her.
That's what's up.
Awesome. Cash, if you didn't go into the music scene, what career would you have gone into?
Probably drug dealing.
Hey, we love honesty here. Hey,
like because that's kind of like the way it was just kind of shit was happening at the time, and I feel like rap definitely saved me from going down that path because I easily could have went down there. But I always had like a good head on my shoulders. I was never like a fucking tyrant or running around terrorizing and shit. I've never been like that. But I definitely had a path down that way. And my best friend that passed away in 2007 kind of helped guide me to this rap. Hey, you want to say hi? Come here. Say hi so you can get out of here.
Yo, that Lil Cash?
Hi.
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay.
Lil Cash.
Lil Cash.
Actually, I love dinosaurs.
Okay, get out of here, dinosaurs.
She just had to shout out one time.
Yeah, one time. Shut the door, man. Hold on.
No, you good.
Yeah, for sure. That's my little guy. That's the youngest of the bunch.
That's what's up. How many do you have?
I have 4. 2
4.
boys.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, in a minute. Yeah, in a minute. Shut the door. Thank you. So, they never bother me until I'm doing this or I'm like I'm coming to studio. Like they leave me alone the whole time. Yeah, man. Hey, no. Shut that. Thank you. Appreciate you. Love you. Thank you. Shut the door. Get your dinosaur out of here. Thank you. Cool. We back.
We
Sorry
back.
about that.
You know, we had dad cash in a minute.
Yeah.
I don't know. Shut the door, please. Love you.
That's what's up. So shout out to the homie that brought you into the rap scene and kind of
Yeah,
led you,
like,
guided you that way.
he was like the first person that really believed in my music. Like he used to ride around like listening to my shit loud in his radio, like in his car, windows down. And I remember, I'll never forget the moment he kind of pulled me to the side and asked me. He was just like, "Yo, you think I listen to your music just because you my homeboy?" And I was like, I ain't know what to say. I'm like, shit, I don't know why you listen to it. And he was like, because I feel like it's good. Like, you know me. If it wasn't good, I wouldn't ride around bumping your shit like this. So he kind of like encouraged me to kind of just like really take it serious. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's real dope. I feel like if I was, I mean, I'm young, but I feel like somebody pull me aside and be like, "Yo, what are you doing?" I take kind of offense to be like, "Yo, what did you mean I'm doing?" I mean, I'm doing what everybody else is doing. But
This is he was like my right hand man. Like
that's what's
for
up.
real. Who's that? Pike. Shout out Pike.
You said he made some good corn dogs, man. I don't know.
That corn dog story is crazy, man. That's a South by Southwest story, man. Shout out.
Okay. Wait, I want to hear that story low key before
we was eating corn dogs back then in South by Southwest. Shut the door, man. Get out of here, bro. No, you cannot show me anything. Shut that door, bro. Shut it. Shut it. Thank you.
So stop.
Yeah, man, we was just eating fucking corn dogs out there. This part of it was like frozen and shit. You know, it was crazy. Good times,
man. Facts. So, Cash, how long have you been creating music?
Honestly, like serious, probably 2005.
Okay, that's what's up. And then when did you start recording? When you had homie bumping your stuff?
Yeah, like 2000. Like,
was that 5?
Okay. Back, so maybe about 2003, I started like creating, and in 2004, 2005, I started recording.
And were you still in high school at this time?
No, I was out of high school already.
Okay.
I graduated.
Okay, cool. So what pushed you to do that? I mean, he pushed you to go in there fully, but what made you like want to get a pen and paper, start writing? Or
I've always been able to like. No, they don't want to see it, bruh. Shut the door. Because I love you. Peace out. Yeah. Somebody said dad like her. Yeah, for real. I'm always on dad like. So before like I moved to Tucson, I have a older cousin named Shadiq, and he's been like doing music since he was 13, maybe 12, playing the trumpet and learning how to make beats and rap. He kind of used to take me to the studio, so I used to just sit there and write in my little pad, but not really like vocalizing that I was over there rapping and shit like that. So I just infatuated. Every time he would go to the studio, I'd be like, "Take me, can I go? Can I go?" I used to just want to go, even if I wasn't doing anything. I just wanted to be in that environment. So I started writing, and I remember like I would just never tell anybody that I was writing. Like there is this moment where you jump out and tell people that you're a rapper, and people are like, "Okay, let me hear it." And it's just a bad feeling. Like,
right. Right.
I never wanted to feel that. So I was just like, I'll just keep these raps to myself. And I remember when I first got down here, I wrote on the inside of my pillow, I wrote lyrics. And it was just about how much I hated coming to Tucson. It was just like, but I knew if my mom found this shit, she would whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying? So I just write it in this pillow and then put my pillowcase over it. So I had like these bars on the back of my pillowcase.
That's crazy. Do you still have that pillow?
I don't, man. I wish I did. It was one of like those triple fat goose pillows that got the little feathers popping up.
Yeah.
It was one of those. But I remember being at school and seeing, like, matter of fact, it was seeing Show Enough and them, Just Dorian, seeing them rapping in the bathroom and shit. And I was just like, man, I'm finna just kick it, fuck it. And I remember rapping and everybody was like stuck, like, oh shit, he can rap. You know what I'm saying? I kind of took that moment right there and and just ran with it. I just, I haven't looked back since then.
That's what's up.
No, man. Peace out,
I
bro.
have a question.
Here, look. He wants to show y'all his dinosaur so he can leave me alone.
Bam.
Aw, that's a good dinosaur.
And I got
Man, get out of here, bro. We in here doing stuff.
Dino
Don't
life.
come back in here, man. All right.
That's what's up. Hashtag Dino Life. I like that.
Yeah.
I know, for real. It's crazy because that dude knows so much about dinosaurs. It's like he's good, man.
That's good.
He's good. He knows they weight. He know if they carnivores. He know when they were born. He know everything, bro. That shit's mind-boggling.
Dang.
We need to do trivia with him. We're doing an interview with little Cash up in here with dinos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
About
That's
dinosaurs.
all for do it.
Facts.
What would you say? Do you have any influences outside of hip hop that formed your style? Like favorite poets, writers, singers, musicians?
I've always been a big fan of let's see, style wise. Michael Jackson, when it came to like performing on stage, I feel like that was one of my strongest attributes is being able to perform, and I kind of took that from him just to see how he can control a crowd.
Definitely.
I think that's probably like that. James Brown's probably been a big one for me. Who else? I think them two probably has been like the biggest when it came to controlling the crowd.
That's what's up.
That's awesome.
Michael Jackson, James Brown. That's like a duo
That's
right there.
combination.
Yeah, right?
That's like if I could bring back somebody to see, I would definitely see Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Definitely. No, hands down. I mean, you see how many people showed up to that UK one?
Man, I just want to see like the Dirty Diana performance. That's like
Yeah.
that video is so hard. Yeah.
Definitely is. Definitely is. So, Cash, what does your writing process look like? I mean, we talked about it before in the show where you're just like, yo, I was writing what I was feeling with at the time, but is that the same thing constantly?
Yeah, like usually it's how I'm feeling. It's kind of hard for me to write something if I'm not feeling it. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people who it's easier for me to write to a beat than just to write lyrics. Like I can write lyrics all day, but it's fun putting them and trying to puzzle them into this creation. Like I see it as a puzzle,
Right.
and I'm trying to put these words into these spots and make sure that they all fit and it's all cohesive.
Right.
I think that's my enjoyment of still creating is trying to figure out these puzzles. And I feel like I started out at these big ass like 10 pieces puzzles, and that's like me beginning writing. And like now I feel like I'm down to like 1,000 pieces puzzles. Now I can dissect these and put these words when I couldn't do it before, and now I'm able to put these words like I want them now.
That's a great metaphor.
Yeah, I think that's that's my creative process is just trying to create these puzzles.
That's dope. I like that. So when you say an album is like the completed puzzle, is that when you work or any body of work?
It used to be. I have a love-hate relationship with albums right now.
Okay.
Because I feel like people's attention spans aren't long enough anymore.
Agreed.
Nobody is sitting with albums anymore and just really appreciating them for what they're worth. And if you have any artists out there that you know or I know, when you create an album, it takes a piece of you. Like, I don't know, physically it takes a piece of you. And you have to kind of regroup. You have to kind of get your bearings back after this is. So you put forth all that effort and giving it to these people, and they're like, "Okay, yeah, that's cool. What's next?" Like,
Right? Yeah. And I think that's true. I mean, album mode is a mode, and like you got to get out of that.
So I don't know if you guys realize, like, there's a lot of people that are just doing one-offs, singles, just to give you enough to keep you, entertained. And I feel like that's what's right now. Post album depression is real as fuck. It's when it first happened to me the first time, I thought I was tripping. I was just like, yo, this is a bad feeling. It's an ugly feeling. And then I remember I talked to Runt from Driving Scientists about it. And he told me that it was real. And he was just like, no, that's something. So, that kind of eased it a little for me. But, I mean, as you get into it and the more time you put into it, the more it's like it's a real feeling for real.
Right. Yeah, I think that you brought up a good point on how the hip hop scene is kind of shifting into more EPs. You're seeing a lot more EPs drop because they're shorter and condensed, and song lengths. I mean, there's no 4-minute, 5-minute songs anymore. It's more condensed to like 2:30, and if you go any longer than 3:30, people are like, okay, bro, I'm done. Like,
nobody does third verses anymore. Like, if you do a third song, people are like, yo, what the fuck? What you did? Like,
right.
And it could be like the hardest shit ever, but everybody's not. They want to see what's next.
Exactly.
You know Nobody's really sitting with songs anymore. Like, you might catch a song that might catch you in a feel, but that shit will go away, and then you're looking for the next thing. Albert, what's up, man?
Facts.
Staying on albums, what was your very first album that you ever had, or just received in general, and how did you acquire it?
First album I ever had. Hey, you gotta get out of here, man. Yeah, I'm watching you, bro. First album I ever had was damn. It could have been first album.
That's a great question. Look at that.
It's a good one. I think my very first album was Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt. And I remember because I stole this from Sam Goody. Yes. I think it was that.
Unreasonable Doubt. Jay-Z.
Yeah, it had to be that. That was like the first. I want to say that was like the first thing that I got myself. You know what I mean? Like, went out looking for. Oh, I'm gonna steal that. Like,
right. What was your favorite track off that album?
Can't Knock the Hustle, probably.
There you go.
22 Twos is probably one of my favorite too. That shit's hard. I like that whole vibe, man. Like, I put out albums and I'm still searching, trying to create my Reasonable Doubt. Like, that's how good I feel like that shit is. That shit is like top tier. Dead Prez is good too. Yeah, for sure.
Facts. So, speaking of first times for buying things and doing things, what was your first performance like, and where was it at?
I got a story for y'all.
Let's hear it.
My first show I performed at was at the Phoenix Raceway, and I don't, like right when you come into Phoenix from Tucson, is that raceway that's right there?
Right.
Well, there was like a car show, like a Fast and the Furious car show, and I had this mixtape out. I think it was called The Overdose. It's like one of my first mixtapes. I had me and the homies wanted to go out there to pass it out to try to get the name out there. So I remember on the way up there, I put the CD in. This is like the time when you had to burn CDs. Like,
okay, thanks.
It's tough. So I think we burned 50 CDs. Excuse me. We get in the car, we're riding, we're probably in Casa Grande, and I put the CD in. And the CD plays. I try to skip the song. When I skip the song, it doesn't skip.
Ooh.
So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I try to skip it. It doesn't skip. So I take the next CD out, put another CD in. doesn't skip. Put another CD in, doesn't skip. I realized the guy who burned all the CDs for me burned 17 songs onto one track.
Oh, so
you skip the songs.
So
Oh.
you gotta let it ride.
You
gotta let it ride.
Let it ride. So if you're like, yeah, this song is trash, I'm not feeling that shit. So he went like, oh, bro, I kid you not, maybe 45 of those CDs were all one track. So let me get back to the story. Our main purpose, Lil Flip was supposed to be at this car show performing. So I was just like, shit, let's get Flip the out. Let's get him the mixtape. Like that was the goal, was to get it to him. We get halfway there, and I'm thinking, yo, this ain't the move. Like we might not want to do this shit now. So we get up there, we just like, fuck it, we'll just pass them out still. Either they take it or they don't. And I remember we were passing around. One of the homies took the shit and literally gave it to Lil Flip, and I couldn't even be happy about this shit. I was just like, it was bad.
Sit there.
Yes, I'm just like, this shit's gonna go bad. He gonna throw that shit out his window as soon as he get it. So as we're walking around passing out CDs, there's a dude that's hosting the show. He's like, hey, what are those dudes running around here passing out? And I like look back. He's like, yeah, you. I'm like, I'm passing out CDs of my music. And he's like, you rap? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, why ain't you up here performing? And I'm like, because I didn't know I could be. He's like, yeah, just come on over here. And he put me on stage with all of my homeboys. It was probably like 9 of us on stage. I tried to get the camera. I still have footage of this too, just to let everybody know. Like I still have footage of this shit.
That's crazy.
My homeboy was so afraid to get at the front of the stage. It's all on the side of the stage. It's terrible. But like I gained like 3 fans off of that shit. And that kind of like broke me in and be like, yeah, okay, I want to do this. I can do this shit.
That's dope. That's dope as hell. I mean, what was like what was going through your head? He's like, come on and rap. I mean, were you like, hold up, wait a minute? But I mean, you stepped up and you're like, yo,
yeah,
I'm
like
for this.
It was one of those things where it was just like, either I'm gonna do this or I'm not gonna do this right now, and we'll see what happens. And I remember I didn't have like no show performance track or anything like that.
Right.
I was rapping over my lyrics, so luckily I had that shit to kind of guide me through back then, because for sure I wasn't ready to rock no show. And it was kind of crazy because I seen the response. Like there was probably about 50 people that came up to the front of the stage when I was rapping, so that kind of like let me know something as well. Like, okay, you guys willing to pay attention. That kind of lit a fire as well.
That's dope. That's dope. And for me, when you said 3 fans, at first I was like, man, that's it. But I'm thinking back then, there wasn't no streaming or Instagram.
Yo, 3 fans, I was on. Couldn't nobody tell me shit.
Facts. And that's what it is. I mean, now people look at it. I mean, I see a lot of the younger people just like, oh man, I only got 3 likes on my new little SoundCloud thing, and they're like, man, I ain't shit. But then Lansky, I got 3 fans. What's up? What's good?
Yeah. Where's the next venue at? Man, for real, that moment right there changed my life though, for sure.
That's dope. Yeah. That's definitely dope.
Do we have time for one more question before the break?
Actually, let's go into break because I don't want to cut him off when he's answering his question. So, yo, we got that new upbringing video featuring Jay Tilt, Cash Lansky. Let's run that.
My business is my business, don't dive in it. Ain't no water in that pool and don't you slide in it. Car chases with the stolen plate, shake the jakes. Took my fairy mentality to another state. Clean kicks with dip whips and stack chips. Field trips and juking niggas and backflips. I wait for the beep, I shoot to the Texaco. Stats by my sneaker, but mama wouldn't know. Stole me a 9, I'm a 8, that's room to grow. Nappy hit nigga, I'ma grow me a fro. Run from the popo, hope my asthma don't ask. Hope he don't shoot me in the back cause I'm black. Mama bought me a Huffy, I stole a GT. Couldn't have the kids in the neighborhood making fun of me. Standing in the line waiting for food box. Rex and her Uncle Eddie taught us how to box. Call the big homies, we do not call the cops. Mama, my daddy, nigga, no sign of pops. Caught in his feelings and I can't blame him. Don't care to know what could have happened. Look at what it made him. Upbringing of a black boy. Never realized we was that poor. Don't lie, she did it, but mama brought us joy. If I had to relive it, bring it, it built my core. Upbringing of a black boy. Never realized we was that poor. Nah, she did it, but mama brought us joy. If I had to relive it, bring it, it built my core.
My business, my nigga, mind yours. Don't you dive in that water, go read the sign first. So searching for purpose, my nigga, find yours. Scratch the surface, start digging, and then I found words. I was young and was thugging, looking at big cuz. I'm still tripping the fact that nigga took 6 slugs. Thought it was over, was in a coma with 6 plugs. Shook it off and he swear that he never dripped blood. I'm just saying, game banging with the demeanor. Dope boy ambition, the dreams of cop in the beamer. Pull up on the block in the Circle K Serpentina. A black boy's life is the shit that they never bring up. Call Dr. Phil, these people popping them pills. My daddy pop a pistol while I was popping the wheel. Don't know how mama did it, yo, I'm just keeping it real. Cause living what we living's a different side of the field. And giving what we giving's a different side of the mill. A trial or please, a different side of a deal. So we ain't got no feelings, my nigga, to keep it real. That's why these niggas young and they rolling like they Adele. Like
upbringing of a black boy. Never realized we was that poor. Don't lie, she did it, but mama brought us joy. If I had to relive it, bring it, it built my core. Upbringing of a black boy. Never realized we was that poor. Don't lie, she did it, but mama brought us joy. If I had to relive it, bring it, it built my core.
Super dope. That was super dope video. I like that video.
Hey, that's love.
Shout out Marcoso for that one. That little graphic, doing the graphics and all that.
Yeah, Blar, the homie Blar did that. Marcoso did the characters.
That's dope. Fire.
Wow. Okay, we're gonna start off with this one. Who is your superhero alter ego and why?
That's the one. I like. That's the one.
Superhero alter ego.
And why?
That's a good one. I don't know.
Right?
I've never thought about who my superhero alter ego is. Damn, that's a good one. I don't know if I have a answer for it. If I had to be somebody,
I'm trying to think what I would say for Cash too. What did he look like?
Maybe Tony Stark's. I like his swag. I like how he carries himself. He's a dickhead, but he's so sincere.
Definitely.
And I feel like sometimes I come off as that. My wife kind of checks me about shit like that. But I be so sincere about stuff, and I don't mean to. So yeah, maybe Tony Stark's, man.
That's a good one. I like that one. I like that one a lot. So, what does it feel like to be? You're the OG now. I mean, what does that feel like? I mean, no disrespect or nothing like that.
It's kind of weird how it happened too, because I don't see I still see myself as out here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, still trying to make a name for myself, still trying to claim my spot, still trying to prove certain people wrong. So it's kind of weird when people be like, yo, you the OG. And I'm like, no, I don't. But I understand it though. You know what I'm saying? Because every day there's like new rappers that's popping up. Every day, like I see a new person, I'm just like, yo, who is this? Who is this? Who is this person? What everyone calling? Oh, Pike in here out here promoting. I see you, Pike. Okay, anyway. But yeah, so I feel like as an OG, you have to play that role and give these young kids advice. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And teach them ways to go about certain things so they don't encounter the shit that you didn't have to. And like if you ask a lot of these up and comers or a lot of these rappers or anybody, if they've ever hit me up, I've always responded and always gave them the information that they were looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
emails that anybody kind of wanted, any kind of info, any kind of advice that people have been looking for. Like I feel like I've always been like an open door to give them that because I wish somebody would have did that shit for me. And you know, like when it came to music, I really didn't have no OGs to kind of look up to. You know what I mean? Like I just kind of had people that I felt were sincere to really want to see me progress. You know, like a good person is like Pike.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that shit about Pike. Like Pike's always been a OG to everybody in this community, and he's kind of like, you know, he's always kind of looked out without looking out as an OG. You know what I mean? And
right.
You get these people who don't want to see you progress. That's a problem amongst our community. They don't, and I hate to call them gatekeepers, but they're kind of like gatekeepers. So that's kind of a lot of my mentality is I teach these or tell these kids is like, yo, figure out a way around these people. Like you don't need these people. And if you've ever paid attention to any kind of things that I've done so far in my career, I've learned to work around people, man. Like, you know, a lot of people haven't seen my talent for what I see it for, and that's okay. Like that shit don't bother me none. I've always had the mentality to be able to, I'll work around you, and then you're gonna have to come back and say what's up to me later. And, you know, nobody wants to come back with their tail tucked between their legs. That's a bad feeling. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But that, you know, I guess I am the OG now, and I've accepted that role.
That's good. I mean, I feel like just people are like, nah, man, I'm not no OG, man. I'm still young. Like at first, I feel like that's how you were, right?
Yeah, like, hell yeah. I was like, what? I want to get out. Yeah, fuck that. I'm out here with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But you know, as you progress, you have to be able to understand that role and play that role as an OG. You have to.
Definitely. And I see that a lot with Jay Tilt as well. I see that a lot with Tommy Will as well.
Yeah. I mean, like it's crazy because Tilt's still like our little brother, but he's an OG though. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's already done been through it with us, and he know the ropes, so he can give game to these youngsters that's coming up under us. So that shit is it's cool to see. Like he stepped into that role and he stepped into it well.
That's what's up. And I think it sits well. I mean, what I'm thinking about is J. Cole's lyric. I mean, dead in the middle of two generations. I'm little bro and big bro out of once. It's like, yep, like real. Exactly. I was like, I feel like that's how you feel, how all three of y'all feel. So that's what's up.
That's awesome.
Shout out to my home Angela here, man. I see you Fairview for life.
Thanks.
Cash, when you go to live performances, what are the first three things you notice of the artist?
Am I performing or is it just going to?
Well, let's do both. Let's do a different, like you at a performance of the artist and then you as an artist.
When I go to shows, like I always watch, I pay attention to all the artists that's performing. Excuse me, I shouldn't have dumped this beer. I pay attention to all the artists. I pay attention to how well they interact with the crowd. I pay attention to how well they deliver their songs. I pay attention to just the confidence in the artist. And just, you know, I've seen people perform in front of 3 people and it broke them because they felt like there been more there, and you guys can kind of tell. Like me, honestly, I don't give a fuck if there's 3 people there, or if there's 3,000 people in there. I'm still gonna give you the same energy no matter what.
Right.
So that's something that I pay attention. I pay attention to the crowd as well. Yeah, I don't know. I'm. It's so weird when I go to shows because I pay attention to too much. Like it's almost hard for me to myself. Like even on big shows, like I'm paying attention to the lights. I'm paying attention to how he's rapping with this, like the choreograph. I'm paying attention. Like it's almost it's like an overload when I go to shows. I just pay attention to way too much. I don't go to have fun. It's kind of weird.
Facts. Yeah, I just saw Pike's thing. Pay attention to this.
Yeah, Mike, that's the worst shit ever is to watch people rap over their vocals. I won't even watch it. I won't watch it.
Yeah.
As soon as you start rapping over your vocals, I'll walk away. I'll go to the bar. I'll go outside. I didn't come here to see karaoke.
Facts, and that's what it looks like. But that's cool. So I mean, you picked up some stuff from Michael Jackson, James Brown, and performance wise. But what made I just saw Asky's comment.
Asky guys don't rap. I don't think I've ever heard Asky rap over his lyrics.
That's what's up. But you talk about performing. I mean, what's one thing that makes a good performance for you? Like as an artist, you're on stage and
seeing my message conveyed to the next person, seeing it register in their brain and just be like, oh, he just said something to my soul. That shit right there is like, okay, I did my job. It don't matter how many other people, rock. Don't get me wrong, I like rocking crowds, but if I can see a person register or understand what I'm saying, I'm good with that. I'm straight.
That's what's up. Yeah, I like that a lot. So I want to talk about your tattoos real quick. I mean, it's not on my list, but I want to know which one's your favorite. What's your favorite tattoo on you right now?
My favorite tattoo. Man, I have a lot, but I think the one, this one here, is my best friend that passed away. This is the dude that kind of, I don't know if you can see this. I'm trying to see it. That's my best friend that passed away, Serrano. Like I named my son after him. You know what I mean? Wow. That's probably the one that kind of just keeps everything in line. And then I got my kids, I got my wife, I got all their names and shit like that. My mom. But I think that's the one that kind of just keeps me focused. Grounded. Yeah. We kind of we made a pact almost before he left this earth, so it just kind of like, okay, cool. I know I just got to stay focused.
Yeah, that's so dope. So dope. I like that meaning right there.
So speaking of family, how do you balance time for family, your craft, and work?
I don't know. I don't have the answer. Everybody asks me, and I don't have the answer. I don't know. It's cool because everything kind of played out in my life to work like this. Like my wife being supportive of me being a rapper, my kids seeing me being a rapper and coming to shows and seeing like, okay, my dad is doing something. You know what I mean? From my job to my boss being a fan of mine. Like it kind of worked out. Like my boss's son was a fan of mine before my boss was my boss. So when he told his son that he worked with me, his son just kind of like blew me out of the water. Like, oh my God, you work with Cash. Like his son just kind of pumped me. So that kind of allowed me to go on my first tour with Murs. And I think that was like 12 days or 13 days. Like, and he just always been like, yo, like, I know this work is not for you. You just do it because of your family, but go ahead. So I've always been able to maneuver my way with my job and family to be able to do these things. Because if it wasn't for my family, bro, I would be sleeping on somebody's floor in LA or where in New York, really trying to give it my all. But my kids or my wife can't eat my dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. It's a reality. So I had to make sure that I was always, that's like first, is make sure I take care of home. But I always feel like that shit kind of comes easy to me because growing up, I really didn't have it. So I kind of knew what I wanted to do growing up as, you know, once I got a man and once I had a family, I kind of knew what I wanted to do. So that shit was kind of easy. I don't know. I just kind of make it happen, bro.
Just go with the flow. I mean, you just got to make it happen.
At this point in my life, there's no, I don't have any kind of, I can't see it any way else. Like this is how it has to be. And you know, it's going to come a time where I'm not going to have to work a 9 to 5 and I'll be able to do this full fledged.
Right.
I just have to wait for that time. I can't rush that time. And, you know, I know a lot of people who want to rush a lot of things in life to happen because we all like, we want that shit to happen right now. But I know like patience. I practice patience, bro. That's like, that's the key to life is patience, man.
Yeah.
You can be patient. Anything can happen. Anything is possible with patience.
That's facts. I need more Cash Lansky's patience Zoom webinars, man. I need to get some patience on me.
I've mastered patience, bro.
That's dope.
Yeah,
so what are the steps you take for that?
Just knowing everything can't happen right now at this moment, you know. Different situations like let's just say my brother, like Marley. Me and Marley are like completely opposites. Like I have a family and kids. Marley's kind of single, does what he wants when he wants to. He can move around like that. So our careers, like even when we started together, our careers have done this. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's because we all have a path that we got to follow. And he's followed his path and I follow my path. You know what I mean? And I can never try to jump on his path or he can never come on my path and just be like, it won't work. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work. Like I always tell people, I can tell you how to do something that doesn't mean it's going to work for you. You know what I mean? Like I can same thing. I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink, shit like that. Like it's all, you just have to follow your path, man. And I truly believe that I follow my path. And so I don't want to say it's easier. It's just, I never go against the grain, bro. Like I'm always, whatever happens, it happens for a reason. I never question it.
Right. That's definitely dope. That's dope. And I think it's good that, you know, we got some of these young artists up in here. I want to revisit that question. I don't know if Mankind can pull it up, but the one that Ashley had. Yeah, right there. How do you balance having patience and a sense of urgency at the same time?
That shit comes with kids. That shit comes with age. That shit comes with failure.
Definitely.
I failed a lot, man. I've done a lot of stuff. But I've also learned from a lot of my failures. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay to fail. People are so fucking afraid to fail. It's kind of crazy, man. Like you have to fail to know what works and what doesn't work. Excuse me. So I'm going to fail. I'm going to fail as a human. I'm going to fail as a man. I'm going to fail as a dad. I'm going to fail as a husband. I'm going to fail as a rapper. But I've taken it all in and just kind of figured out what works for me. I don't try to keep up with anybody, man. I can't keep up with anybody. I run my own pace. I run my own race. Sometimes it's good for people, sometimes it's not. But I never steer away from it.
That's dope. That's definitely good to hear. I mean, I think it's for us now being in this new generation of technology and social media. I mean, everybody's constantly competing for who got it better, and like right, what you're saying right now is super true. Don't stop judging you for somebody that's doing something on the screen. I mean, I think it's important for people to know that Instagram is your highlights. Like,
man, that's all it is. That's all Instagram is. It's just highlights. It's just we show people what we want them to see. We make people believe that our lives are bigger than everybody else's, and it's, you know, that's our job as artists. That's our jobs as humans. a lot of people want to be accepted. I think that's never been a concern of mine, is to be accepted. I've always stuck to who I was, and I kind of knew who I was early on. I honestly, I didn't have any choice but to kind of figure out who I was at a young age and stick with that. So, I always tell people, don't get caught up in the social media shit, man. It's just
Right.
shit. It's not really what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I see people who are big on social media but ain't shit in life. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be somebody in life than to be the man on social media any given day.
Right on. Definitely true.
What audio book would you recommend listening to?
Well, that's like I don't know if there's one. Like, I'm always that's my shit, yo. Like, I'd rather listen to an audio book. It's crazy. Like, I know I'm getting older because I'd rather listen to an audio book or jazz than anything now. My kids be like, Dad, what the fuck are you listening to? Like, can you put your music on? Like, it's crazy. Like, I don't know. Hold on. Let me look at my library real fast.
Okay.
Gotta.
I'm always like trying to find different shit on there.
Shout out Mike Ortiz up in this chat. I see you. I saw your question. We're gonna ask him that right now.
What's Mike Ortiz talking about, man?
He's saying J. Cole came out commercially and then put out conscious music. Do you see yourself taking the same approach or staying conscious your whole journey?
I don't know if I plan to stay conscious my whole thing, but I always plan to have substance in my music. I guess if that's conscious, then yeah. But I always plan to have substance in my music. I don't think I've made like one ratchet ass song yet. Maybe that.
We need to get on that. Let's get on that. Let's get a Cash Lansky ratchet song.
Just one.
Just one.
Just to see if I can, yo. Like, I might do that. Jesus. It just depends on.
But how about what are you listening to now?
Yeah.
Right now, I am reading or listening to The Richest Man in Babylon.
Fine.
Okay.
That one's good. I just got done with the 48 Laws of Power.
Wow.
That one's cool. If you're an artist, I think a good book for you to listen to is the 22 Immutable Laws of Branding. That's kind of cool too.
That's dope.
Yeah, I got that one from David Banner, who got that from Nipsey Hussle.
Fire.
Okay.
Fire.
Like, Nipsey gave him the book and shit, and I seen that. I seen a video of that, so I went. It's good. It's definitely good.
Definitely dope. So I want to know. I mean, how does what is it like being in Tucson and collaborating with other artists? I mean, do you think that's very important, especially just in AZ?
Yeah, I do. I think it's needed. I think we've accomplished a lot with us collaborating with each other. I feel like it brings us. I hate the word like unity, but it brings us together.
Why do you hate the word unity?
Because people take the shit out of context. Like, just because you rap don't mean I gotta like you.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like going to work when you work with coworkers. That's how I see like the scene. When you go to work with certain, you got your friends, you got people you're close to, you got associates that you talk to. That's how I see rap. And just because people rap don't mean that I have to like you or you have to like me. Like, people have to, that doesn't make unity, but people seem to associate that shit together, which is kind of, but I think our scene is strong. I think a lot of people with a lot of people. I don't see too much hatred. If it is, I don't see it, but I don't think there's too much hatred out there. And I think a lot of people work together, which is cool.
Definitely. That's definitely dope. Who's one of your favorite up and coming artists that you like out of Tucson, just Arizona as a whole? I mean, you don't have to be like selective, but I mean, who are you listening to?
Asky's super dope. I like Asky's. E. Scott from Phoenix. He's super, super dope. I like Vibe Lane from Phoenix, super dope. Who else? Somebody else just put out. Damn, I forget his name. D4M or something. He put out a super dope song. I'm sorry, brother, if I messed your name up and shit, but he put out a super dope song. I'm missing somebody. Oh, Zanny's super dope. Zanny
Shout out
Baby is
Zanny.
yeah, it was crazy because I was in the studio with him and kind of by Chris and them a couple weeks ago, and I didn't realize how dope he really was previous to this. You know what I'm saying? So getting in the studio with him and seeing how dope he was. So that was super dope. I know I'm forgetting somebody, a couple people. Sorry, you guys. Yeah.
Hey, it's all good. We can't name everybody. We'd be here all day. So we got Angela wants to know what's your best memory in Alaska?
Angela is my homegirl from Alaska. Yo, I've known her since
That's awesome.
3rd grade or 4th grade. She's a Fairview vet for sure. So my favorite memory of Alaska, it had to be going to Fairview. I don't know what else. Fairview's what bred us, man. Fairview's what made us. Fairview's what gave us life. Like that shit made us gave us something to live for. So I definitely growing up in Fairview was definitely my favorite.
That's dope. That's definitely dope. What other things can you tell? I mean, you just dropped a whole bunch of knowledge throughout this whole interview. But what's one thing you really want young artists to take away from this? I mean, what's the main thing you want to take away from Cash Lansky's interview?
I just want you guys to be able to create the shit that you like. Like you don't have to create every fucking thing that's already created. Create what you like. Everybody's not gonna like it, but something will catch, man. Something of yours will catch. I always tell people to create the sound, create a vibe that they like. Just create shit that they like. I feel like a lot of people get caught up in this thing of sounding like everybody else because they think that's what's popular, you know. But all these popular trends fade away. They all fade away. Every popular trend that we come upon, they all fucking fade away. So what happens when you mimic or mock this style and it fades away and you didn't prepare yourself to move to the next level? Then you just stuck. Then most people, they give up. Usually they give up. Just create. I always tell, just create, man. It's about creating what you creating you. That's
dope.
I don't know what else, but yeah, just create the shit that you love, man.
That's all facts. I think that's good to hear from a vet in the game. I mean, definitely create what you want. I mean, I'm tired of hearing that. Like me and Danielle, we talked to Benny Lowe the other day. And I was like, I'm tired of hearing that.
I like Benny Lowe, man.
Definitely fire. But we're just talking, just like I'm tired of hearing drugs and hoes. I'm tired of hearing that. Give me something that I could relate to.
Give me something I can think about. Give me something that's gonna make me go Google some shit of what you just said. You know what I mean? Like, help me learn something. Like that bitches and hoes shit and bling and all that shit. That's just gonna fade away. I don't know if people are paying attention to what's going on, but that shit is fading away, man. That's not gonna be the cool. Like you're gonna be on the outskirts trying to create music. That's not the wave right now.
Definitely. Yo, so before we let you go, Cash, I want to know what's in the future for Cash Lansky. What are you working on? Can we expect an EP, a project, something?
Okay, I got a few things I'm doing. I'm supposed to be working on this project with Counted by Chris. Shout out my homie. Yo, that's the homie, man. Thanks. That dude is good people and he's fucking talented as shit. I'm supposed to have a project with Jay Tilt coming out called Almost Related. Me and him. That's just that's gonna be dope.
Oh, definitely. Let's leak it right now. Got the laptop behind you.
It's crazy. Upbringing kind of started that. Like we're just like, well, we should just do something after this. So shout out to that song. Shout out to Counted by Chris for making that beat first and foremost. I got a whole bunch of little other shit that I'm doing, little video shit that I'm trying to put together. I think I'm gonna drop another EP. I got a song that's dropping with the homeboy Torre Masters from
Ooh,
Phoenix.
fire. I
Yeah,
love Tory Masters. He's fire.
he smashed that shit, yo. That's kind of by Chris too. That shit hard. I got, if I'm not mistaken, I got another project with the homeboy Metaphorical from Phoenix.
Nice.
Dropping. What else? I got some other cool shit that I'm in the works. I don't want to say it right now because this is a game changer. Like it's life changing. So I'm not gonna say it right now. I'll just wait until I.
You want to get that Takeover Lounge exclusive?
I'll wait until I do it, but I feel like when I do it, it'll benefit a lot of people around me.
That's dope.
So I'm looking forward to that. This is kind of like since all this COVID shit happened, this is kind of like the mission of mine. Like I try to figure out something else that I can do, and I think I might have found it.
That's dope. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to hear that J Tilt Cash Lansky collab. That's gonna be lit.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of by Chris. Oh, you already know.
Yo, shout out to you wearing the shirt too. I see you, yo. For sure.
Facts. Yo, go purchase a shirt. Where are those shirts still purchasable?
Yeah, they are.
Purchasable?
Can you still purchase those shirts? I'm making no words over here.
Yo, those shirts took off, man.
Facts. Shout out South Street Bodega.
Yeah, South
I
Six.
cannot talk today.
I can't talk, man. I'm over here slurring words. People think I'm drunk, man.
Yeah, I was the one drinking, not you.
Right? I was just sipping on water today. What's happening over here? Yo, man, before we go and before we sign off with Cash, yo, I just want to say shout out to everybody that was in the comment section, blowing it up, comment section. See, I can't even talk no more, man.
Wow.
But it's all good, man. Shout out to everybody up in here. Shout out Pike, shout out Brandon, shout out Roland, shout out Mikey Blue, everybody, Marley B. Y'all already see it. We see all y'all. So this Friday, we got Manny Meggs up in the building. Look, there I go again. Man. You know it's gonna be Friday. Tune in 8 o'clock.
I got me and him got some work in progress. I can't wait to make that happen.
That's so dope. Yo, I'm excited. Awesome. I'm excited for all this happening. Cash, thank you for coming on, man. We appreciate you.
Hey, thank you guys, man. I truly appreciate y'all having me. This is super, 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 super dope and well needed for our community, man. So thank you guys for making this happen for real. I appreciate you, man. It's an honor to be on y'all show, man. Thank you.
Yo, I appreciate it. Yo, don't forget that this show is brought to you by Mankind Podcast and the Takeover Productions. We out here doing what we do. Shout out Cash. You already know. Where can they follow you? Just in case. I feel like they all follow you, but just in case we get some.
Yeah, everything is at Cash Lansky except on Instagram and Southwest Lansky, but everything is Cash Lansky on Spotify, it's Facebook, Twitter, everything is at Cash Lansky, man. Make sure y'all follow me.
Bet. Well, we'll see y'all later. We'll see y'all on Friday, 8 p.m. Manny Meggs. Later, Cash.
Holla, bro. Bye.